This VR headset kills you if you die in the game. Palmer Luckey, co-founder of Oculus, has created an innovative and extremely deadly combination of virtual reality with the real world. A VR headset that will literally kill you if you die in the game. He states that pumped-up graphics might make a game look real, but only the threat of serious consequences can make a game feel real. To you, the headsets in Sword Art Online is called Nerve Gear and has 3 explosive charges embedded in it. Positioned directly atop the user's forehead and connected to a narrow band photo sensor designed to detect a particular shade of red. When an integrated game over screen appears, the color will flash and the charges will fire, destroying the brain. It is important to mention that the headset isn't a real product. It's something more like a thought experiment made into cosplay, but just imagine that it was sold sometime in the future.
Everything you know about virtual reality is a lie. There's this wild theory floating around about a virtual prison deployed by the government and big-time corporations to keep everyone under control. Here's the deal. They get us all hooked on these virtual worlds that are way better than our everyday lives. But while everyone's busy living it up in these fantasy lands, the real world's getting ignored. People stop paying attention to what's really going on. They stop questioning things, stop pushing back. And the crazy part, while everyone's lost in these VR headsets, the government, the elites, they're out there doing their thing, tightening their grip on the real world. Nobody's watching them because everybody's too busy living it up in these fake worlds. It's a perfect distraction. So what you've got is this scenario where the real chains aren't even visible. People don't even know they're prisoners because they're too busy having a blast in this digital fantasy. It's wild, man. Like, what if this VR tech is the ultimate tool to keep society in check without us even knowing it? Mind-blowing stuff, right?
The CIA is making a virtual reality headset that plugs directly into your brain. Yes, you heard that right. In 2020, a secret program was started to create a device that could simulate real-life torture in a virtual environment. As the lead scientist on the VR headset project, Mark Smith had initially believed in its potential for training agents in extreme conditions. But over time, the project had morphed into something much darker. One day, Mark stumbled upon classified documents that detailed a secret agenda within the CIA. The higher-ups were planning to use the VR headset to extract information from prisoners by subjecting them to virtual torture. The goal was to create an environment so realistic and painful that the prisoners' minds would break, divulging valuable intelligence. Mark was horrified at what he had uncovered and knew he had to share this information with the world. He took a picture of the classified document and uploaded it. The picture was quickly erased from the internet and Mark was never seen again. Share this video with a friend and follow for a part 2 with the photo of the document.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Alright, y'all, so I came out here with a little story. So if y'all seen the video on my page, it's like I'm walking through all these little lights that's like falling down. And I'm like, you know, when God sent his legions of angels to protect you. It was this day that this happened. So I'm with 2 of my friends, so it's 3 of us, and we went to like, so it had different type of rooms, right? Because it's a museum, but it's more like it's an art, but then it's like a art/technology museum, right? Anyway, we go on this thing. It's like a space thing. It says you have to be in there for 11 minutes. And something in my spirit was just like, do you really want to do that? Because I'm not into the whole virtual reality thing. I'm just not, sorry. But I was like, let me try something new. Let me just try. So we go in here, we sit down. It's other people already in there. They already have the virtual, the virtual headsets on. And I put mines on, right? And it started to talk. And as it's talking, it sounds so hypnotic and like, just so hypnotic. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm looking around like, I don't see nothing. As the screen come on, I'm starting to see, because so basically, like, you see the galaxy, the nebula, and outer space, like, in a sense, like, that's what it's doing. It's telling you, like, hundreds of thousands of years, millions of years ago, the light years. Don't play with me. See, because I know God. So once it said that, I was like, okay, I see where this is about to go. I'm kind of getting over it now. So before I can get fully over it, why did I hear this? Soon as I was talking, God was like, take it off. It's demonic. I was like, okay, you ain't got to tell me twice. So I took it straight off and just left, right? And my friends like, where you going? Like, I was like, I'm just leaving. They stayed in there for the remainder of the minutes. I did not. And they was like, why did you leave? I said, because of what I heard. Then the other person asked me, why you leave? I said, because of what I heard. And he was like, well, did you hear from the thing? I said, oh, I heard that, all right. But I said, I heard God. So they looking at me like, oh, here you go with the spiritual stuff. Yup. Because God said, those who have ears, let them, what? Hear. Yeah. So the fact that God said it was demonic and for me to take it off. If y'all doing these virtual headset things, I already felt like that was the case anyway, but like for me to really hear it from the Most High, like, and I know what he said, it's facts. It's demonic. It's not of God. People gonna get trapped, lost, their souls, their mind, everything gonna be lost in it. Because it's gonna become a time and a point, and they're already gearing up for this. Whereas those, it's gonna be like a daily thing, and you're gonna be able to feel pain. I'm good.
Dystopian artificial future coming to fruition. Let's talk about the metaverse. So what is the metaverse? Many of you have probably seen Mark Zuckerberg's new ad for the metaverse. The metaverse is where you can virtually meet, work, and play using a VR headset glasses of your device. Think of it kind of like a real-life video game. You know, even going back to the times of the philosophers, people always ask the question, do we live in a fake world, a matrix-type world? Even thousands of years ago, the philosopher Plato asked if it's possible that we live in a fake world. And he asked this question in his allegory of the cave. What if I told you we do live in the matrix, you just never really noticed it? Everything is going digital. A huge chunk of our day is spent in the digital world. How much time do you give to social media, to movies, to dating sites? And now money's beginning to go online as well. One has cryptocurrencies, NFTs. Business interviews and job interviews are now online. School is now online, right? We experienced that for an entire year on Zoom. So if you were to make a list how much time you spent in the digital world, how much of your day do you give to this world? Count social media, or if your job is online, or if your school is online, your interaction with friends. So where is all this leading to? In my videos, I talked about the concept of predictive programming, which is planned societal change. They put things in media, movies, and cartoons to get you used to a future societal change. One of these future societal changes that I think they're going to get us used to is living in a virtual world soon. Because technically, we already dedicate so much of our time to the virtual world, but I think eventually they want us to give all our time. You see this in movies like Ready Player One, Tron Legacy, and The Matrix. And I myself am beginning to feel like a frog in boiling water. If you take a frog and you put it into water and you slowly turn up the heat every minute, the frog won't notice the change and eventually it'll get boiled to death. If you toss the frog in boiling water right away, it'll escape right away. I think this is our society right now. It's the inability of people to react to significant changes that occur gradually. And one of these significant changes that is coming is virtual reality. Our full immersion into virtual reality. Hot take, everyone is wrong about the metaverse. Here's my three-part theory. Shan Puri. Most people think the metaverse is a virtual place like in movies, Ready Player One, a virtual world like Minecraft, Roblox, or like Mark Zuckerberg showed in the Facebook demo. But what if it's not a place? What if the metaverse is actually a time? The metaverse is the moment in time where our digital life is worth more to us than our physical life. This is not an overnight change or an invention by some Steve Jobs type. It's a gradual change that's been happening for 20 years. Everything goes digital. Your friends, your job, your identity, and now with crypto, your assets are online too. Bored apes are the new Rolex. Fortnite skins are the new skinny jeans. If everyone hangs out online all the time, then your flexes need to be digital. Soon companies will make smart glasses that sit in front of your eyes all day. We will go from 50% attention on screens to 90%. That's the moment in time when the metaverse starts, because at that moment, our virtual life will become more important than our real life. Identity filters are the new makeup. Stories are your personal billboard to broadcast who you are. What matters more is what you look like in the digital world and not in real life. I'm going to make a full video on this concept this week. And this topic put things into perspective for me. So if you want to watch it when I make it, link in bio. Just subscribe to Alpha Talks. After I'm done making that video, I might log out for a while. And we're out.
I fell asleep by accident in VR chat, and when I woke up, my mom woke me up, and I was laying downstairs, and I went to go stand up and walk, but I couldn't walk because I was so confused on where I was at, and I was trying to use my thumbs as joysticks to try to move forward, and then I fell over trying to walk.
Oyasumi VR. This is a desktop application that I found a while back ago, but I never really sleep in VR, so I don't really use this all that much, but I wanted to make a video in order for you guys to maybe explore it. This desktop application is used to enhance your sleeping time within VR. and it does a number of utilities and things that you would have to otherwise do manually in order to make it so that you can sleep easier within VR chat. So first and foremost is that it will set a timer for you to switch your status from like blue to orange or orange to red if it detects that you are in sleep mode. And if you are in sleep mode, then it does that for you. It dims your brightness, it triggers avatar animations, it does a lot of things. And the interface is just like so pretty. It's so, it's just so like, it feels premium. It feels really nice. And this dude is just offering it for free. You can get it on GitHub, you can get it on JP Booth, you can get it on Gumroad, and you can get it on Steam here pretty soon. He's going to be releasing it on Steam August 25th or August 26th, I believe. This is something that I kind of want to hype up because I'm impressed with the interface. I'm impressed with what it does. It has a lot of configurable utilities that you can mess and play with. It has language selection modes for almost everything. This is a nice, like, quality of life thing, and it's EAC compliant, so have at it. Like, it's a nice thing to have. It really is.